Yo, hello, 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 hello. This thing working? Let's see. Audio from the Rode mic would be ideal here. Switch from the Focusrite to the Rode. Grab one of these suckers. Testing, testing. Focusrite is off. Should be just the Rode mic now. How we sounding? I thought I was being so smart with my audio setup today. Or the whole video and audio. But no, it didn't work. So now we're back to the same setup from yesterday. Let me click through to my own stream so I can hear myself. See if this thing is working. Door part two. Desktop audio is off. Testing. Okay, how are we sounding? Audio's doing audio things indeed. Oh, it's muted on my end. I have to... Oh, that was set up that way. Oh, was that my issue the whole time? Whatever. I'm not gonna do... I'm not gonna do audio setup live on stream. Okay, sweet. How's it going, everybody? Door. What's the plan? I missed most of yesterday's because of work. What is door? This is the next video. I'm just messing around with doing some filming on stream. Basically just streaming my regular work sessions. So we did a super long stream yesterday. Basically, I got this old door, as I mentioned at the end of my last video. My plan is to mount this door where the regular door was, so that I have my own surface that I can drill holes in and mount screws and put shelves up on the door itself. So yesterday, the progress that we made was taking off all the hardware, getting the thing ready, remounting hinges, and then I put some shims on the top and the bottom because the door that I picked up from a construction site was shorter than my door frame. So I had to add little pieces to the top and bottom to even it out. So we got that far. And then today I sanded the thing down, got it a little less, I mean, it's still pretty rough, but at least most of the paint chips that were like falling off are now knocked off. So it's like more stable and smooth. I was kind of thinking about putting like a lacquer, like a polyurethane coating over the whole thing to like make it smooth again, or putting a bunch of paint on it to fill the little cracks and such, and then sanding that down again, basically using my own paint as like a crack filler. But that's something for another day. I'll have this door for plenty of time. I can always take it down and mess with it again. So the plan for today, now that this is sanded down, I've stained the shims on the top and the bottom. So it's all ready to stick back on the door on the door frame and put some shelves on it. That is the plan. New arsonist channel, enroll in the Discord. Yeah, we need a community for the arsonists. I'm going to join the Discord soon. It is linked in the description. It's a nice little place to hang out, get advice on projects, show off your stuff. One of my speakers decided to doing random noise every 10 minutes. Interesting. Yeah, the setup that I was trying to do today, like literally the past hour, I've just been trying to get audio to work. I thought I was being so clever, and I think this will be the thing eventually, but I have all the capture cards on my PC to run a bunch of cameras in, right? So that's how I've been doing filming and streaming. But what I wanted to be able to do is if I'm going to be filming videos on stream, I want to be able to record in flat, like log footage, but stream color corrected. So my plan was to run all the video into the computer, record on the computer, and then an HDMI comes out from the computer into my laptop, and the stream runs off the laptop. So I've got like raw audio and raw video recording on the computer, and then all the overlays and color correction and audio effects can be on the laptop. That was the plan, and I got it working with video, but for some reason I just could not get audio in to my laptop. There's only one port on this laptop that's a headphone jack, and whenever I plugged in any audio source, it would recognize it as headphones, and as far as I could tell, I couldn't figure out any way to get it to switch and recognize that as a microphone. So I don't even know if it is a microphone port or if it's just headphones, which is kind of crazy for like it's a fairly nice like creator laptop. I figured there would be a way to get audio in, but alas, there was not. So what I was trying to do for the last hour was I had one capture card, a USB capture card, bringing the video in from the PC, and I tried to plug in another capture card to kind of jam in my audio a different way because the headphone jack wasn't working. But with both capture cards plugged in, they're like super cheap USB Chinese capture cards. When they were both plugged in, it would corrupt the audio. So there was like all these robot buzzing noises over it. So either I could get clean audio in or I could get the video in, but not both. So that's the situation. I just need to figure out something to get the computer to get audio in. I don't know. I hope I don't need a second audio interface or something. Oh wait, that totally would have worked. Oh well. Yeah, I'm not going to do troubleshooting on the... Plus I can't turn off the stream from the PC and start it on the laptop. That would screw stuff up. Whatever. I have ideas to fix it. Do you still have that old computer thing? What old computer? I have an old computer, like another PC that I might use for something like that. Actually, maybe that could be a good move too. I don't know. Stealing stuff is good. It is. Usually the headphone works both ways. Yeah, I would think. There's probably a way to get it to like recognize the headphone jack as a mic in, but it wasn't working. How'd you start welding? I bought one of the cheapo like $100 Harbor Freight welders and just went at it. I'm not good at welding at all. Really not good at it. But I do it anyway. As long as it's not like extremely structural stuff, Like, it's not super hard to stick two pieces of metal together. I'm just finding random welding projects to get good at it before I attempt to like add any structure to my car. I'm getting better though. I thought you had an old 8-bit thing or something. I don't think so. I have like that old TV, but I don't think I have an old computer. There's usually a setting in the driver software to flip it. So I need to go in like device manager and yeah. I'll figure it out another time. Anyway, here's the door. Ba-boom. Looks mostly the same. I didn't take a ton of paint off, but I just knocked down the high spots where it was, you know, expanding and flaking off. So now it's a bit more smooth. Still quite ratty. I'll probably do something about that in the future, but for now I like it. So now I can like actually fit it and put the hardware on and everything. Hold up, lens switch, flashbang, boom. But yeah, it would have been really cool to be able to record on one computer and stream on the other so I could get flat footage, but oh well. All right, so here is our little hardware. Hammer. Today's stream will be shorter than yesterday's, needless to say. I don't have quite as much to do on this one. But, well, actually, I don't know. The shelves might take some time. That's a nice door. I do love it. It's very ratty. Saved it from the trash. Spent my day at a film festival. It only made me more sure of my passions. Excited to be part of it next year. Love it. Love it. I've been to a couple around Indiana. They're always a good time. Just getting to meet other people in your local area that also are working on the same stuff. Where's my screws? Or do I even want to? Actually, I kind of don't want to use the stock screws because they're all flat heads and that's blah. That should work. Give me a Torx bit in there. What's my angle? So yeah, this is just another one of those streams. No Home Depot free promo. Get out of here. I guess yesterday I started the stream just at the desktop, hanging out and answering questions and stuff, but I feel like don't need to do that 2 days in a row. That didn't feel very satisfying. Let's go for longer screws. Yeah, much better. Or not. Could do the old splinter trick or toothpick trick. Or just fatter screws. Thicker screws might do the trick. Nope. That's a big hole. Yeah, let's throw some stuff in there, huh? That top hole is fine. Where's my flathead? What's chat saying? Isn't it almost 9 there? Yes, it is 9 p.m. I was outside sanding this down earlier and then spent an hour trying to set up some clever audio for this. So we're streaming late. Obviously won't be going as long as yesterday's. It's stuck in there pretty good. Almost don't even need screws. In that case, I'm just gonna roll with it. That top one is plenty sturdy, and then let's just find something to shove in the other one. I was gonna take it off so I could wood glue everything and, you know, have it super nice, but whatever. Saved a pallet today, but it was a pain in the butt to remove the nails. Always is. Always is. Glue a dowel in there and re-drill it. Actually, it might be wide enough that I can do that. Not a bad idea. If I have a dowel that's that big. Oh yeah. Good idea. I like it. Let's throw a little bit of glue on that sucker. Where is my wood glue? There it is. How's everybody doing in chat today? On a Saturday night. This is the cool part of streaming, working on these projects, is that oh, autofocus is off. I can get live tips from the audience. I didn't even think about a dowel, because usually I'm not dealing with holes that are big enough to warrant that, but in this case, it is necessary. Shove that in there. Lovely. Let's drill a little pilot hole and just send a screw up in there. It'll dry later. Oh yeah, lovely. Thank you for the tip, Kakaharu. Are you recording the video to make a video with it? Yep. It's the same camera that you're seeing on stream. I'm just recording locally as well as the stream. So some of these shots you will see in the video. Did lots of printing / 3D printer fixes. Good day. Love it. Dude, I can't wait to get my 3D printer set up. Hold on, I'm going to switch the lenses again. I'm very excited for 3D printing. Once I have this whole area freed up back here, that's where the printer is going to live. And the embroidery machine. Oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't need this lens yet. That's a very dark shot. Let's move the light. Yeah, I don't love that. Sure, that'll do. I kind of need close-ups of these. See, these things have all these paint chips on them because they got landlord specialed at some point. I wonder if I can just wire brush that off. That'll do the trick. It'd be kind of cool to like fully polish these at some point. Oh, my wire brush is in the car. Unfortunate. Do you have a P.O. box? Not yet, but very soon. Possibly. I mean, I'm trying not to make any promises on specific deadlines because things are always unexpected and take longer than it seems. But next week, there should be a P.O. box up. Do you ever do any with leather or sewing? Yeah, I haven't really made videos on it. The only video I've had on any kind of sewing was in the William Osman excavator grip video. I did some stitching with leather on that. How does this look? That's pretty dark. But no, I used to do a lot of leather working. Made like wallets and stuff. Just knocking all these paint chips off. There's definitely a better way to do this, but that would require me going out to my car to grab different tools, and I don't want to do that. I wonder what material this is made of. It's pretty thin. You can bend it. Maybe it's really thin steel, I don't know. Or brass or something. It's hard to tell because it's so old. Lovely lead paint chips in my bedroom. Don't need this to be perfect, just better. All right. That'll do. That's good enough for me. Definitely will. I've done a lot with wire brushes. Yeah, it would totally work. I think my only wire brush is in my car, though. Have you ever looked into BM ATEM switches? Oh, Blackmagic ATEM. Yeah, they would be sick. I'm kind of just doing the budget version of that, which is running it in with a PCIe capture card into my computer. Comes out to a similar effect, but the ATEM switcher would be sweet. Maybe just take the tip of a screw to pry the paint flakes off. Yep. Wonder how that would look with wire brushed. Yeah, it'd probably be pretty nice. I'm sure I'll do that in the future. Maybe I'll even do it for the video, but not right now. Just got off a 12-hour shift. Nice surprise to see your live vibe is always calming. Love it. Love it. Yeah, we're just sticking this door back together. Gonna screw some shelves onto there. The other cool thing, if I was, because the plan was to go live off the laptop today. And if I had done that, then I could have taken the stream mobile. And then I could go out to my car and I could, because to build this thing, I'm going to need to get some scrap wood. So I need to go into my basement and look through the scrap wood that I've got. And it would have been cool to take a camera down there. But I don't know that that's going to happen. I might be able to Wi-Fi my phone and do it, but it won't be, you know, nice quality. Yeah, the more I think about it, wire brushing this would be pretty sweet. These are tetanus activities right here. I'm just raw dogging a rusty metal piece. All right, this one is bent though, so I'm going to throw this in the vise and flatten it out. Let's switch lenses. I should have done that earlier. I don't know if I loved that shot for the video. Just got into leather work recently, making a little field notes book cover right now. Sweet. Put it in the Discord, if you're in the Discord, whenever you're done with it. I'd love to see that. I'm a big field notes guy too. Also got off a 12-hour shift, damn. Film industry doesn't forgive. Okay. Sure, that'll work. Planning on making a new short film soonish and working on my portfolio. Cool. Evaporust would do the trick. I have a buddy with an ultrasonic cleaner, which I've really been wanting to use. And stuff like this would be perfect for it. I bet if you put Evaporust or something into the ultrasonic cleaner, that would like work amazingly. Okay, I could use some input from the chat, and I know this is going to be biased because you are the ones that are actually hanging out here in the stream, but if I were to start going live like pretty frequently, like multiple times a week, every other day type thing, is it annoying to have that? Because the live streams show up at the top of the YouTube sub box all the time. So it's like, is that annoying? Should I be streaming on Twitch? Since it is like, I don't know. Because I was thinking about streaming on Twitch instead. But obviously it's nicer to have the built-in audience. So I don't have to get all the people over to another platform. But like if somebody subscribes for just the regular videos and then their sub box is getting spammed with live streams every day, like, is that a problem? I never check sub box, so whatever doesn't overwork you is fine. It doesn't make a difference on my end. The advantage with YouTube is the people in chat can rewind as they're watching, and it's built in, you know, it's all the same subscribers. The advantage of Twitch is once your viewership gets up, you make more money on ads, which is a downside for chat as well. The viewers end up seeing more ads on Twitch, which is not ideal. And there's just a bigger culture of like donating and stuff on Twitch. So it's like Twitch is better for monetization, but I don't know that that's worth throwing a wrench in everything else. And just the live chat is better generally on Twitch. It's just more active, the culture is different. Realistically, I think kind of want sound for that actually, for the video. Realistically, the move is dual streaming at some point, setting it up so I can be live on both at the same time. Bigger communities are usually built on Twitch, doesn't mean they're as loyal though. Yeah. Might be hard to get a footing over there. Yeah, that would be something to do later. There's no point right now. But it's nice to have it show up first and the rewind of YouTube is useful. Yeah, the viewing experience in general, I guess what it comes down to is if you're a chatter, Twitch is better, and if you're a lurker, YouTube is better. And just like, I can recognize people from like the comments section, like it's all the same usernames, so like I can recognize the same people. Opinion on saber saws. I can't picture a saber saw. I don't actually know what that is off the top of my head. I've heard the term before. A saber saw isn't a reciprocating saw, is it? Are those the same thing? All right. Hardware number 2. Which screws did I use? Did I use the big ones or the... Those are... Actually, I don't know which ones those are. I think I use the small ones. Yes. It is. Yeah, I've got reciprocating saws. They're good for messy cuts. You know, if you just need to get something chopped through. So I basically never use reciprocating saws. Oh, hold on, I need this audio too. So I basically never use reciprocating saws on like wood or anything, because a circular saw isn't like harder to use or anything. But I do use reciprocating saws all the time on metal, like on my car, because in that case it's like reciprocating saw versus angle grinder. So, you know, if I can get away with using the saw, I will do that instead. What shot do I want for the doorknobs? Could be kind of cool to do it this way, huh? That's kind of cool. Question is, where are my doorknobs? There they are. Whoops. Let's do it this way. No, that shot sucks. More light, more light. There's so many. This happens all the time in making these videos. It's like my actual posture to get that shot done is like if it were just me not filming it, like I would just put it in like this. But that's not good for a shot. So I have to do like a weird overreach thing. And you'd never know because it's a close-up, but you got to do stuff weird sometimes. That screw is too tight. Got to back that out a little bit. Yeah, gets the job did. Which is also why it's funny sometimes, like when people comment on like, oh, your form is weird for this cut or whatever. It's like, yeah, sometimes you have to like hold a Dremel strangely to get the shot or whatever, and it's like, obviously safety is still priority, but the filming stuff just makes it weirder. Where did that screw go? I dropped it. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm thinking. Angle grinder, saber saw. Yeah, angle grinder will always be a cleaner cut, but far more scary. I guess another option if you're working with really thin metal is a sheet metal nibbler. It's like, you can get them as attachments for like impact drivers. And it basically just takes little bites out. And it ends up making pretty clean cuts. But I've never tried one, so I couldn't speak on the downsides of it or anything. That's kind of weird. I need this in a different spot. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it in this shot, but when I sanded this down, there's actually like a ton of layers of paint on this that I could bring out if I sanded it a bunch. But so it's this gray, and then it's a white, and then a cream, and then a mint, and then a forest green, and then another cream, and then a burgundy, and then the wood. So this door has lived many lives. I can't get this doorknob in as deep as it was originally because my positioning changed. Hey, that'll do. Huh? A little more out. I guess when I was bending this came in a little bit. And so the doorknob's getting stuck on that. Gotta make room. It is so cool to me that like this door was made many decades ago and it's still out here kicking. Works perfectly fine. It literally works better than some of the like modern doors that were put in when this house was renovated in like 2017 or something. Does anybody else, when you get a rental house, you like do research on the property? Like go on Google Maps, look at all the old street views, look up as much possible info on it, find out the history of the place. I always think that's so cool. That's a little stiff. It's just because this metal piece is bent. So it turns this way fine, just not the other way. What's chat saying? Scrapwood hot tub stream? Yeah, if I move on to Twitch, I'll have to start making scrapwood thirst traps. Scrapwood hot tub, gotta go in the future. Yeah. Change the meta. Wear your pants tan at the end. Oh yeah, the archive stuff from last night. Yeah, I can't remember how those turned out. I think they ended up like brownish gray after the dye. The volume knob joke in the pants video got me. Yeah. That was like funny. That was like the first video. I wanted to post that one because I was like, I don't know. That felt like the first video of like the era I'm in right now, kind of. Or I guess the PVC overhead camera rig was before that. And that video is still up on my main. Oh boy. So this whole thing is just too low, really. That's what the issue is. That is the issue. How much play does this thing have? Not a lot. Not a lot. So I need to unscrew this and move it up. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. WD-40 in time will make it self-clearance. Definitely an option. Imagine the next person renting this house looking up this video. Yeah. I do wonder who's in my Cleveland apartment now. And I actually drove past the house that the cellar studio was in when I lived in that basement. I was in that town the other week. I drove past it. Lots of memories in that place. So yeah, that side is fine. It's just, for some reason, this side isn't lining up the same. Oh. Was it always like that? So it needs to be like here, really. But that's a bit close to my stock holes. Is that dowel thin enough with these holes? Probably not, no. But I can split it. Where's my Milwaukee fastback? Where's my knife? Actually, where is my knife? I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. My desk is a mess right now. Absolute mess. Okay, I'm using shears. I don't care. Just gonna split it down the middle to make two thinner shims. That ought to do for those screw holes. Well, they flew away. There it is. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. Douse it in wood glue. Good old wood glue. Door part 2, electric boogaloo, indeed. Toothpicks, yeah. I need to have toothpicks laying around. I don't think I do. How late am I? YouTube decided to not notify me. We're 45 minutes in. Nothing major, though. I wonder if they don't send out notifications as much if I go live late. Like if I'm after the time that it says. I wish there was a way to put a starting soon screen without setting a time. But I guess like on Twitch, you just go live. There's no schedule. So maybe I'll just start doing that instead of having the countdown. Where did I set the wood glue? There it is. Everything's hidden behind the door. If I start streaming more frequently, then I'll probably do that. Just not have the timer. Oh boy, it's times like these I wish I had my little oscillating multi-tool to cut off those dowels. I really have no idea where it is. Where's my hammer? were like flush cut shears. I definitely bought a pair of those once. No idea where they are. So the big boys will have to do. I didn't get notifications for any videos in the last few hours. Weird. Use the other knob as a guide for the faceplate and get your P.O. box set up ASAP. Should be live in the next week. Alright, well that wasn't quite as satisfying as I hoped, but here we are. Now we can remount about a 1/4 inch higher. That kind of needs to come in. Where are my razor blades? There it is. Everything is hidden. See if this will do the trick. Sure, I'll call that good. Ba-boom. All right, let's pre-drill. Okay. So now I can center this up nicely with the other doorknob. Like there. That seems fine. It just wants to go in the other hole because it's a softer wood. I think that'll work. I believe. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Doorknob going on. Much better. These doorknobs would look beautiful polished up. I will have to do that one day. Oh, I dropped my screw again. I should pull out chat on my phone so I can actually see what y'all are saying while I'm over here. What's the door for? New door for the studio. So I can mount stuff on it, since I don't own the house. So I can't really drill holes into the door. Japanese handsaw is my go-to. Yeah, I should get one of those. That's one of those tools that I hear that I get recommended so much. And I'm like, yeah, I need to get that. But there's never a single project where I'm like, I really need this. You can always get the job done without it. And so I never really have the reason to buy it immediately. But I totally should. I just noticed there's 2 different doorknobs on this. They are different on each end. Lovely. I call that functional. Good enough for me. Mint. Mint. Yeah, those doorknobs would look sweet polished up though. Alright, now Mr. Door, you can go up and get mounted permanently. Set up that shot. Probably need the ultra wide, yep. Good old lens switch. Boom. Boom, boom. And there you go. Just notice your PC case got the same, but in black. Nice. Yeah, that's from like 2018 or something when I built it. That might have been the first PC I built. I just never replaced the case. It works solid. Polish your knob. New merch saying just dropped. I call that functional. I like it. I tell you what, this door is heavy. This sucker weighs a ton. All right. Gotta use the yardstick again to give it a little lift while I mount it. And then line it up with the old hinges. I kind of think, forget who, somebody was telling me in the last stream that I should maybe get bigger hinges since there's so much weight on this thing. Like the door alone is pretty damn heavy. And then I'm putting other stuff on top of it. I feel dumb. I thought it was a different door than yesterday because I never saw the blue side. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's different. It's different on each side. But yeah, I think it might be warranted to add a third or maybe even fourth hinge. I wonder what the weight rating on these hinges are. I'm sure they're not great because this whole house was put together like trash. Oof. Don't have the best angle for that one. That'll do. Also, just having 4 hinges would look kind of metal. There we go. Nice. This is actually the first time I've done that while having all the hardware attached. Yeah, not bad. There's a little more play in the doorknob than I'd like, but nothing that can't be adjusted later if it bugs me. Because it's an actual door, not a cardboard curtain. Yeah, exactly. Couldn't kick through this thing, couldn't punch a hole in this thing. I feel dumb. I thought it was... Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, that's a door. It's got a lot more character to it than it did yesterday, too. With just all the worn downness of it. Now that it's sanded. Kind of looks like an old farm door or something. Barn door. Actually, the other day I saw on Facebook Marketplace literal saloon doors for sale. Like the short double doors that come up to here and you kick open if you were a cowboy. But they were asking like $200 for them or something. Yeah, nice. I like it. I like it. Now we can put stuff on them, folks. Still interested in how the hinges are going to hold up when you make storage and get the things on it. Yeah, we were just talking about possibly adding more hinges. Because it's already only got 2 hinges. And they're cheapo hinges. So, we'll see. But, you know, not a huge deal. As long as there's nothing on there that can't handle falling over once. Okay, so now it's time to plot what's getting put on this thing. I also just realized in this moment that doing all of the work on this thing and trying to film it while it's shoved in this corner is kind of rough because I can't shoot from this angle, it gets blocked. I can't come too far over here because everything is in the way. And then when I'm in here working on it, it's like I'm blocking all the light. It's kind of not an optimal place to film. And this is like the meat of the video here, is putting the shelves on it. So honestly, maybe I shouldn't have mounted it, but I wanted to see it. Wanted to see it up. You could even add a speakeasy peephole. So many possibilities. Yeah. If you never leave the room, the frame holds up. True. All right, well, I like this. This is cool. So I think my plan is to roughly go against each one of these little cutouts and add a little shelf that's honestly more like a tray than a shelf. It'll come out and then there'll be a faceplate. And I think it should be about the right height to have spray paint cans be able to pull them out without hitting the next row. Seems like the perfect height. Question is, what wood am I going to use? 2x4s would be a lot of weight, and that would take away a lot of my space. But I don't know if I trust pallet wood fully, because a lot of the pallet wood I have at this point is kind of mid. Gotta get better about framing myself so I'm actually in the shot. So I think maybe the move is bottom piece pallet wood, face piece pallet wood, and then the side to brace it is a 2x4 or something slightly thicker. How far out are these going to come? It's only going to come out to here. So I'll probably end these 2 rows here so it doesn't impede the doorknob. Yeah. Mainly for this stream, if I can get at least one done as a proof of concept, that would be golden. Which way does the door open? I switched it so it opens out. Out and to the right. So it shouldn't cause any issues. Because my doorway is already blocked a couple inches by this thing. So if it only comes out, 2 or 3 inches right here, it's not like it makes it any harder to get into the room. That thing's gonna rattle so much when I close it though, with spray paint in there. I don't know. Is it a stupid idea? I think it's cool, but how practical is it? Whatever. Yo, Nate's film tutorials in the chat. Thank you for the $5. Love your channel, Evan. Thanks for inspiring us all. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, big time. So I need to go hunting for scrap wood. How long of a piece do I need? How wide do these need to be? Because I have a lot of short pallet wood, but is it this wide? 20 inches. Or really, to get from end to end, 21 inches. 2'9", is that? 1'9". Yeah, whatever. I'm just 1'9", 21 inches. WTF is practical, cool is good enough. Word. Word. I could maybe even add like a little bit of foam so that when the cans go into those little trays, they kind of get squashed into place. And they don't move as much. Obviously, they'll still rattle because of the ball bearing in them. But not as ridiculous. Okay, so I need scrap wood. How many people are here? 53. I'd hate to take a break so early, but I did mean to eat before this, and I didn't. Here, let me see if I can get the wireless camera thing. Do I still have that app? No, I don't. I need to go down in the basement to get my scrap wood. And it would be cool to take a camera with. But yeah, I'm also going to do a food break soon. Even though we're only an hour 10 into the stream. But whatever, it's a late night stream. It's chill vibes. Allow. Let's go. Let's see if this thing works. Oh, I gotta open the computer app. I also do kind of want to film this for real, not on the iPhone. Okay. Boom. Whoa. iPhone. Is there audio? Oh, wait, I have audio on my wireless mic, so this should be fine. Cool. Looks like trash. I can't use this for a video. It's so shaky. Let's just check it out, and then I can decide if I need to film this. Hopefully my mic doesn't, but we'll see. Welcome to the basement, aka the scrap wood dungeon. Got washing machines and a whole lot of storage. Look, a photo enlarger. Bunch of Nerf guns. I gotta make sure I don't show any addresses down here. So the scrap wood collection is kind of getting slimmer. There's a bunch of pallet wood too, but these are all too short, I think. Yeah, those are all really short. And I need 21 inches. I forgot to grab my tape measure. Funny thing is I can't check chat while I'm on this, so I have no idea if I'm live right now or not. This box looks cool. These could do, but I don't think I have enough of those. Some decent 2x4, that's not bad. This could be a faceplate. Oh, okay. I got quite a bit of 2x4 for this length. But not a lot of thinner wood, honestly. Kind of running low. So, yeah, that's a really good piece. So these shelves, it looks like, might end up being mismatched. Ooh, wait. I have this thing. Oh, this might be my ticket. All these pieces are the right width. I betcha I cut them straight down the middle. And that's probably deep enough for a spray paint can plus a faceplate. Well, I don't know. I kind of need the faceplate to be higher than that so they don't fall over. I think this is the ticket, though. Problem with this is, this isn't from my collection. And so it's not prepped yet. It's not sanded down. So I would have to do some sawing and sanding, which I don't want to do on stream. All right, back upstairs. Did I disconnect it all? Did the Wi-Fi go out? Apologies if it did. How was that experience, folks? How was that? Did it work? Mic cut out. Let me see. I want to. Not bad. Okay. Okay, cool. Whoa, I hit 27,000 subscribers. Dang. Hold on, I'm going back on the live stream so I can see myself. I want to see how laggy that was. Yeah, it's really stuttery, but it does work. Just finished up stitching my field notes cover, put it in the Discord. Cool. I gotta see this. Yo, dude, this looks pro. Damn nice. Look at that, folks. Yeah, you can't even see it. Cool. Cool. Yeah, that's better than anything I've done. I like it. Okay, so I don't know how well you could hear what was going on down there, but I think the move is that that thing that I found, this piece. It's like this old shelf that was in the basement when I moved in. I'm sure I can use it. It's just been loose there. So all these boards are the right width, or they got enough length to them. So I can take this apart, make a bunch of stuff out of it. The question is, am I chopping them? How tall do I want the front guard is really the question for a spray paint can to not fall out. I want it to fit snug like this, but then how high up does this lip come for it to not fall out? I guess in theory, it should just be right above the center of gravity for a full paint can. Does that make sense? So for this, like, that would be high enough. So that would be too low. That would fall out. So something like that height, roughly half the can. The basement stairs looks like good boards too. Don't even tempt me. Don't even tempt me, man. I'll do it. I will disassemble the whole house, bro. It's gonna be a gift for my father. I love it. I love it. Iron lack, give me. You want it? Weren't you supposed to be here? You could have some iron. Wait, Nan, are you coming tomorrow or just next weekend? You could make a spring or elastic-based retention device. Yeah. That sounds complicated. Actually, it's not complicated. Yeah. Some tension would be good. Like, literally just put a bungee cord over the whole thing. It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I like how that looks. I don't know. I could deal with that. The real problem is that requires me to drive somewhere and buy things. And I can't do that. Yo, Keith, what's up? We're just, we're planning out. The door is up. The door is up. Oh, blocked by light. This door works All the hardware's in. It's filled out. Adding spray paint racks. Ooh, wait, these kind of fit nice right in there. That's helpful. Is that just these cans, or do Rust-Oleums do that too? I guess if they have the lid on, they wouldn't. Rip. Do I just store all my cans in here with no lids? Honestly, that might be a move, because I'm missing lids on half of them anyway, and yeah, I think that's the move. Okay, so that buys me an extra like 3/8 inch or something. But theorizing, so we have a piece come out here for them to sit on, and then there's a face piece here to keep them from falling out when I open the door. Question is, how high does that have to be, or do I just run like a bungee cord or something across it? But I don't have bungee cords laying around, so I don't think that's happening. If you haven't noticed, I haven't spent $1 on a video in a while. Bro got the barbarian door? I do. Just found your channel a week ago and caught you live. Love the vibe. P.S. It's 5 a.m. for me. Greetings from Romania. Good morning or good night? I don't know. I hope it's good morning. But I'm on a crazy sleep schedule at the moment, so, you know, if it were good night, you wouldn't be alone. Not going to tip as much because of the door itself. Yeah, true. I guess if it's a tight enough fit, they won't. No lids is a good idea until they fall and paint your landlord's carpet. That's a good point. That is one section of the room that doesn't have a rug over it. Good point. I'm still gonna not put lids on them though. Because half of them already don't have it. Did the stay awake stream help fix the sleep schedule? It did. It's definitely not as terrible as it was. And the good part is I'm getting work done now. Long elastic band, yeah. I don't think I have anything like that here. So it's gonna be wood, I think. But if I hate it, I can rebuild it later. When did you start collecting all the cans and tools and stuff? Not that long ago. Oh, Nan says, I have a Miller High Life for you to make it up. I come next weekend. Lovely. Lovely. I've been collecting spray paint for longer than I've been collecting tools, actually. Because when I was like 15 or 16, I did a lot of like Nerf gun customization, and so I would spray paint Nerf guns. So that was like the first maker thing that I did for the most part, other than making little board games and stuff. What did Keith say in the Discord? Literally remove all these panels and replace them with vertical shelves. The paint itself is the door. That's kind of a sweet idea, but I'm not going to do it. In theory, that is a good idea, because then the center of weight would be further back. But I do want this to be like as soundproof as possible. But literally, I would consider it. I know you're probably joking, but I kind of like it. Another all-nighter? No, not tonight. Not tonight. Who needs soundproofing? Well, it's a duplex, so me. Angled out cut cylinder for each spray can. That would be awesome. But no way. I don't even know what tool I would use to do that. I guess like jigsaw. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to wrap this project in like tomorrow, so not gonna do anything too fancy. Post a goofy 3D print for cans in the Discord general. Yeah, 3D printing would not be a bad solution here. Oh, that thing looks weak though. That thing looks like it would break immediately. Could use angled out boards. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna run it with the tray and just some easy 90-degree stuff. Slam it together. Problem is those boards I was looking at definitely need sanding. And that's not something I'm gonna do in here on stream. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, so realistically, I'm taking that thing up here, disassembling it, probably chopping those boards shorter, and then sanding them down because they're extremely rough. So a lot of 40 grit sanding. What time is it? 10 p.m. It might make most sense for my schedule to end right now and sand them before it's like 11 p.m. so I don't screw over my neighbors too much. But it's a Saturday night. Already an idea which 3D printer you would buy? No Name in the chat sent me an Ender 3. So I've got that, I just need to build it. New stream tomorrow? You know, maybe. Dang, yeah, I wanted to build this thing today, but I don't think it makes sense. And I need to take this camera down because I need to get a shot in the basement for the video, and I can't do that wired up to the computer while this thing is streaming. So I think we're at a standstill for the stream. But I've been up for an hour 30, that's not bad. Especially because I streamed for 6.5 yesterday. Some of the lives are getting more popular than regular videos. Is that true? They do get like 1,000 views immediately, which is kind of crazy. What's yesterday at? 2.1. Yeah, that's funny. I should probably put more ads on them, but I don't. Because you can make a lot more money with just how many mid-rolls can appear in a long stream. But what I do on the streams is I have it, because by default it'll say automatically place mid-rolls, and so it'll send you ads whenever it feels like it. But I set it to manually place ads, so like I have an ad button, I don't even know where it is, but I have to like manually run an ad. Oh, there it is. There's an insert ad button, and I've never clicked it. And so I make like no money on the streams, even though in theory 2,000 views on a 6-hour video should be a lot of money. I was just thinking of a bunch of different channels that are spending more time with lives. Yeah, I like it, especially because like basically just doing live recording sessions for the videos, because you know, you can hang out for this or you can watch the 8-minute video of like the 3 days of work afterwards. If you need some help with making some models, I can help you whenever. Sweet, thank you. Do you have a hole saw set? Not a hole saw set. I have Forstner bits, but I don't know where they are. It's one of those things that ended up somewhere in the move, and I don't know where they are. And I miss them dearly. Let me turn this on so you can actually see me. Boom. Oh, that's terrible lighting. I don't like that. Slightly better. Both the live and the complete videos are really nice. Yeah, I'm still working on improving the lives, figuring out what the format is. But so far, these past 2 days, I've really enjoyed working on stream. Might be a wrap tonight, though. I'll tell you what, though. If I end right now, what I kind of want to do, I kind of want to farm watch hours on my second channel because it's about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I think it would be cool to get my second channel monetized so that when I post stuff like my soundtracks and whatever, like, those can get AdSense on them. Because you're watching ads on it either way. YouTube's taking the money if the channel's not monetized. So I kind of want to farm watch hours on the second channel. And at the same time, I also kind of want to test some copyright things. So I might go live on my second channel after this and like literally just watch a movie or something while I'm working or doing something else. And then just farm some watch hours. I think I'm at like 600 out of 4,000 or something. And last time I did a stream on there, it gave me like 50 watch hours alone. So, you know, a couple videos and a couple streams, and I'm sure I'll be there as the channel keeps growing. So I think I might move to Bevman, take like a 20-30 minute break, get some food, and then go live again on the second channel in 30 minutes. I'll put the link in the description, or in the chat. YouTube.com/@Bevman probably is the URL. I'm not watching ads, I pay for YouTube Premium. Me too. But YouTube Premium viewers actually pay more money whenever you would watch an ad. If you have YouTube Premium instead, it pays the creator still for the ad that you would have watched, and it's like actually 5 times better than the ad you would have watched. I think how it works out is like you pay $12 a month or whatever for YouTube Premium. Google takes their cut, and then they set aside like $6 of that $12 or something like that. And that $6 gets split based on watch time between everything that you watched that month. I believe that's how it works. I might be misinformed. But so it ends up being that the people you watch end up getting paid a lot more than if you had watched the ads. Okay. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by for the short stream. I kind of don't want to spend a ton of time on here anyway because I was planning on having the mobile set up with the laptop, and then that didn't work, so I went live later than I expected, and now that was going to make the filming process easier, but I will mess with it and reboot tomorrow, but second channel stream in 30 minutes. I pay for YouTube Premium specifically to help the creators. It's a bonus. I get no ads, though. I agree. I agree. I streamed a friend's DJ set and they blocked the stream, eventually gave me a warning and removed the stream. Yeah, what I want to test is like how well is it at detecting if I play a movie like on a CRT and I'm talking over it. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. That's all. Shorter stream, but we did 6.5 hours yesterday, so whatever. We'll be back soon. And another video soon. Door's almost done. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Second channel in 30 minutes, around 11 p.m.